condense your message from 45 or 60 minutes to 5 to 10 minutes, because that's usually what people have in mind for getting their attention. And also, you need some approval. Although it is not going externally, you need approval for the people you've interviewed, because you put their face on the intranet. And maybe they say things which eventually they didn't like, so you have to change that. And finally, when that is ready, you want to share it to all the people involved. So you need to have some system whereby you put that in place. So before we actually start producing the podcast, a format was chosen, because you really need a format in order to have recognition of the podcast itself. And what we say in the team was, well, we want to have it genuine. We want to have the real people and the real stories. So that's what people want to have nowadays. No corporate BS and no smooth commercials and stuff like that. 5 to 10 minutes. Well, I think we covered that. It was a monthly episode, so every month a new episode was posted on the intranet. We decided to go for video, because when done well, video is a very powerful tool to get a message across. And it had to be produced in such a way that eventually maybe we could also use it externally. Yeah, so some specific parts should be able to be taken out in order to go external as well. So I'm going to show you an example of a podcast. Actually, it is a summary of 7 episodes, and it's about 3 minutes. And you'll see various parts of the podcast series. Okay. So that was an impression of the podcast. Currently, we have produced 7 of the 8 episodes, varying from introduction. You saw the research and development, production, market, branding, and so on and so forth. At this moment, we are producing customer experience, so we go out and we go to talk to veterinarians, how they perceive the quality of the product, and share that as well. So, of course, you're interested in what are the experiences at this moment. Well, we have posted 6 episodes at this moment, and we have sent that to all internal stakeholders. People who had to work with the product or had something to do with the product, either centrally and decentrally. So 89% of the people downloaded it. I think it is now even a bit more. It was a very enthusiastic response. Really, people came to us and say, this is something new, this is really something which we would like to continue and also use for other purposes as well. Some quotes from corporate communications. Looks very good, and I'm happy that together with IT we're able to realize it that fast on the intranet. You do want to work very closely with IT in this matter, obviously. And somebody from research and development, those guys from marketing are actually doing very nice stuff with my product. Well, it's still my product, so we still have a way to go. But okay, it's a start. And also the UK organization, which you saw on the podcast, who did a lot of nice things with branding, with the corporate branding. They were called by the French organization and German organization, saying, hey, that's very nice what you did with the global branding. Can we borrow something about you from your stuff as well? So, eventually, of course, not everything went very smoothly because it's a very new technology. So based on that and our experiences, we set some tips which we're going to use in order to improve ourselves for the next series. You do want to have a very easy subscription model, and what we used was SharePoint. I don't know if you have any experience with SharePoint. It's a wonderful program, however, it is not the same as a program like iTunes or where you really have a podcast program based on RSS technology. So you can work with it, but it's not the same. You do want to involve key people. And think about people from legal department as well. Because if you go outside, you need their permission. And if you involve them very early in the process, the better it is. And then prepare, prepare, and prepare. We did it very well, but it can always be better. The more you prepare at the beginning, the easier it goes towards the end of the whole process. Then submit it regularly, so that people know every first Monday of the month there will be a podcast series waiting, and I can just check it out. And this is very important, and Frank from Antwerpers and Partners also said it, make it engaging. You have real people, and you have real stories. We were at the podcast summit 3 weeks ago, and there basically the question was, are we in show business with podcasting? And the answer was yes, we are in show business. Because people are not, like was said earlier, computers where you just throw in stuff and something happens. No, people want to be engaged. So make it engaging, make it real and professional. However, no smooth commercial, please, because that is something which people don't buy anymore. So final slide about the future. We are going to measure success rate. Also, we are going to roll out to other key products to see what's going to what can we do there. Are we going to prepare for external? That's currently a debate going on. And we're going to use new media for other internal communication. So just to finalize, is podcasting going to take away communication problems? No, people will do that. Not podcasting, not some kind of tool. But with podcasting, you can let people tell their own story and make certain problems aware, and that helps in the internal communication. And also for external podcasting, you might want to think that you have a huge pile of information you're sitting on about diseases and disease control, and patients and customers are waiting for that. So try to find ways people use new media to get the information to them and use them correctly. Thank you very much.